The next middleware we are going to talk about is trim string. What this trim string will going to do? So one thing I'm going to show you is that if I try to register Sarthak and let's use another name. So I will say Bitfumes, then Bitfumes at Gmail, and before hitting register button, I'm going to give lots of spaces here and lots of spaces here also. So if I try to register it says okay, it's already exist. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my SQL Pro here and I will delete this one. Okay, so now I'm trying to register once more with all the spaces on the name like this and hit register button. Yeah, I'm logged in, I'm totally registered, but you can see we don't have any spaces here. Yeah, just we have a dot by mistake, I have given that. So we don't have any spaces here. Refresh, no space. But let's again delete this user. Refresh, because that user is not exist, it will log out automatically. Then I'm going to remove this trim string middleware from our kernel file. And yeah, this trim string middleware is globally applied. So just comment it out. And now try to register once more. I think you guessed it right, because now I have not given trim string here. So all these spaces will also be counted and saved with these spaces. So if I refresh, you can clearly see that this string is not trimmed, having spaces here, having spaces at the last. So this trim string middleware is very important because we don't want white spaces or simply spaces to be submitted on our database, because that are unnecessary things. So the initial and the final white space or spaces are going to be trimmed, not the spaces between, because if I try to register once more with different names, so Bitfumes test, so we have a space in between, and let me get back. Yeah, we have a trim string here. So yeah, we have a space here and we have a space at here and here also. So test at gmail.com and secret123, and yeah, we know these are going to be trimmed, but not this one. So register, go here, refresh. Yeah, we have trimmed all the initial and last spaces, but not obviously the space bit in between. So this is the power of using trim string. But we know that password can have spaces, and we want to allow the password to be having spaces. So this is why we have a system here which can give that, okay, even though this trim string is applied to everywhere, not going to apply to password and password confirmation. Similarly, if I say name, now I'm trying to remove these two and once more register. I think you know what's going to happen, but let me show these things. So I will say Bitfumes and spaces, then Bitfumes Gmail, and 1 2 3 register. And even though our trim string middleware is working fine, because we have given that don't apply this trim string middleware to this name, and that's why it has not applied to this name. So this is the trim string middleware, which is again very important to have on every kind of application we can create with this Laravel framework.